This training module is set up to provide a basic overview of the capabilities of GIS Water Rights Assistance Tool, otherwise known as GWRAT. It's set up in a way to where slides are presented first along with their corresponding narration, then some video capture of GWRAT actually being used, and also some short tutorials to allow you to gain hands-on experience using GWRAT and ArcMap. If you've never had previous exposure to ArcGIS before, I strongly encourage you to take an online course entitled Basics of ArcGIS, which is a course offered by ESRI, or the makers of ArcMap. My name is Tim Eichner, and I'll be taking you through this program, and I hope you find it helpful. GWRAT is basically a customized map document that puts into one spot all the resources necessary to provide public assistance in regional offices for water rights. Within GWRAT, we can view points of diversions, parcels, well log information, and link directly to their respective documents. One thing that GWRAT does is it provides the capabilities of GIS in a fairly user-friendly form. You don't need to be a GIS expert in order to obtain the data or the information that is necessary to provide assistance in the regional office. Throughout this project, we'll be exposing you to various aspects of GWRAT, and hopefully you'll find it user-friendly. As you can imagine, working with all of this data on a statewide basis is a lot of information, and if you were to just work with it by itself, it would be a slow process and very cumbersome in order to use it in GIS. What GWRAT does, it basically allows us to reduce the amount of data by running queries. So let's say we only want to look at the water right point of diversions on a particular source of water. We can run a query in GWRAT in order to reduce the number of points of diversions we'll be viewing on a map to just that body of water. There are 5 main tabs included in GWRAT, each providing a different way of reducing the amount of data with which you are working. These tabs include basin number, township, range and section, county, water right, and geocode. The first line of every tab contains the parent query that is required to be completed, as indicated by an asterisk. For example, the basin tab has the water right number of 41I. So if you choose this basin and choose OK within this query, it's going to just show the water rights within 41I and eliminate all other basins throughout the state. Some of these tabs allow us to further refine some of our searches by identifying what I call child search criteria. So our parent search or query in this case is the basin number, which right now is designated 76LJ. And let's say we want to refine it to include all those water rights that are within 76LJ that are for the purpose of irrigation and are from the Whitefish River. By filling in those respective boxes or those entries, we can restrict just those water rights that meet those criteria. Everything else in the rest of the state will be hidden and won't bog down the system. So with this query, we would just get those from Whitefish River that are for the purpose of irrigation. Lastly, each one of the parent tabs also includes the ability to basically designate the types of water rights that you want returned in your search. We can choose from adjudication or new approps and basically checkbox the types of water rights that you want to have returned. So if you want statement of claims and irrigation district and reserve claims and nothing else, just go ahead and check those boxes. Or in new approps, if you want groundwater certificates or provisional permits, you can check those boxes, and that'll limit it to just those water right types. Once you've actually conducted your query by choosing the OK button on any of the parent tabs, you can basically view your results by either 2 ways. One, you can geographically inspect your results because GWRAT actually automatically zooms into the extent of where your data exists. Or secondly, you can view it through the attribute table, and by simply clicking on the open water right table or if you're searching for parcels as well, by clicking on the Open Parcel table, you can inspect the attributes associated with the water rights or parcels that met your search criteria. Once you're all done and ready to start a new search, you may want to, or you should make it a good practice to always reset the map in order to clear out any previous queries and start fresh. The ArcMap Tool section of the GWRAT dialog box basically puts in one spot a lot of the commonly used tools used within ArcMap. This way you don't have to hunt on the various toolbars and everything to try and find these tools. It's all right there within GWRAT. Particularly the identify, hyperlink, HTML pop-up are all things that you'll use pretty regularly within GWRAT. The last section of the GWRAT dialog box is the links section. Basically this section allows you to quickly jump to various resources that are commonly used within the regional office. Here you can jump to the water rights database, cadastral website, or the Orion portal. Of course, with GWRAT there shouldn't be much need to jump to the cadastral website because all of that information is embedded within GWRAT. Let's go ahead and get started with the screencast section of this module. So go ahead and close this video presentation and open the next video entitled Exploring the Map Document.